Hello there, for those who are watching right now, my name is Vincent, and I know that in this channel it's been a long time since I posted any entry or any vlog, photography vlog, videography vlog in this channel. And here I am again. I'm trying to redeeming myself from a very long rest. Earlier this afternoon, I invited my friend Eric again to have a photo shoot, and basically the concept of this photo shoot is more about depression, anxiety, or a general mental disorder. So I came up with this kind of I came up with this kind of concept for my photography, not just to have something to post on my channel, not just to have something to post on my Facebook or Instagram, but it's actually to make an awareness or to raise an awareness about this disease. It doesn't matter how old you are, it doesn't matter how young or somewhere in the middle, anyone or everyone can be caught up with this kind of disease that can lead to irrational thinking or irrational doing that can result to self-harm. Here in the Philippines or in some developing country in general, mental disorder, depression, or anxiety disorders are not being give importance of. Depression is something that being disregarded, since people or government in general are tend to focus more on financial, economic, health. So basically, I'm talking about the physiological needs of people and not about the mental needs or emotional needs of people. And I hope you get what I meant by that. Since just those are the things that most people are lacking, it is time to address this kind of issue. Here in the Philippines, according to the latest status, there are 3.3 million Filipinos that are diagnosed with depression. I know that this is going to be quite a challenge for me as a photographer and for my friend who's going to be my subject for today, since the basic goal of every photographer deliver the emotions from the photo to the person who's looking at our work. And for this photo shoot, I was using my Fujifilm X-T2 with the 56 f1.2 in it, as well as the 16mm f1.4 for wider shots. This is for the narrow shots and for the bokeh effect, or to basically blur out the background. Ideally, this kind of shoot is for indoor shoot, but we don't have any place, so that's why we opted to do this an outdoor shoot. Let's jump into the editing of these photos. So now, as you can see on the screen, I have already uploaded the photos. So I'm just going to choose maybe 4 photos that we are going to edit for this vlog. Let's find something that we can edit. This photo gives me a little bit of isolation or loneliness. So let's see if we can to bring that kind of concept through editing. So first, what I want to do is make this a black and white photo. So by the way, guys, when you say black and white, this is not just about lowering down the saturation. It's not just about lowering down the vibrance of the color. It's actually, there are a lot of things to consider when you say black and white. So you have to consider the different shades of black, different shades of gray, and different shades of whites. So it's not just about bringing down the colors. What I want to do with this photo is that I'm going to apply a preset. So you can apply actually any preset as long as it is black and white. By the way, the setting for this photo, for the ISO, we have 6400, 56mm, 1.2 at 1/3, 20 seconds. For this, I want to add a little bit more of sharpness and a little bit of noise as well, to add a little bit of drama. Let's bring down the highlights. For the shadow, for the highlights, -78. For the shadow, I want to keep it +69. Okay, we don't have to worry about this. Okay. For this, I want to add a little bit of fade. So what I want to do is to make an S here and over here. So basically it's like an S. So for the perspective or for the transform, I just put this in auto. Your Lightroom is very intelligent that it can line up all the lines, especially the horizontal lines, so you didn't have to worry about that. For the whites, I want to bring down the whites as well. For the black, I want to add a little bit of black. Oh no, it's not. I want to, like this, I want to keep the black at +33. Okay. For the clarity, okay, we don't have to move that one. Okay, for me, I love this photo. It's a little bit kind of a old school cinematic kind of black and white. Alright, so here, let's do this. Alright, for this, the ISO is 64 again. We have f1.2, and for the shutter speed, we have 500. By the way, guys, when you say depression, I just want to talk about what I know about depression. There's a fine line between depression, a real depression, and being ungrateful. The real depression, you can suffer a real depression when you are in the state, or if you are in a situation where you don't have any control of the event itself. When you say being ungrateful, well, for example, your mom, your dad wasn't able to give you what you want. For example, an iPhone. For example, your mom cannot afford to buy you a new phone. It doesn't have to be an iPhone anyway. And then you are depressed because she wasn't able to give you the things, or she wasn't able to give you a new phone, and then you consider yourself as a depressed kind of person. So that is different, okay? Also have to remember that being depressed is different from being ungrateful. So I hope that's clear to all of you. For this photo, I applied a black and white preset from the preset factory. It's seen in 500, and then I boost up the contrast a bit more. For the whites, bring that down. For the highlights, bring this also down, so that we can recover some of the details over here. Okay, maybe not too much, because as you can see in this line, okay, oh, it's okay. Okay, I'm good with that already. All right, this photo, this gives me an impression of basically you are isolated, or you cannot escape from something that you want to be freed of. Oh, I love this photo already. I'm gonna add more very high ISO. It actually adds a little bit of drama, so you don't have to be afraid of boosting your ISO in your next photo shoot, because actually the ISO gives you this kind of drama in your photo. It's like an old school kind of photograph with this. So I love this already, but I'm gonna add a little bit more of a shadow there, and the contrast as well. Okay, let's go to the last one. Okay, let's do this. So we have ISO 200. It's very, very small. So with that, I'm going to add a little bit of grains in this noise. I'm gonna transform this, the picture profile, from standard to across. Red filter. And also I want to get rid of this. As you can see, the numbers, so we can actually get rid of that. Okay, so I'm going to heal that one by one. Okay, for me that's good already. Alright, okay, maybe one more. Okay, okay, so basically what I do with this kind of photo, I'm going to align the photo face. So let's the Lightroom do the work. After that, it's going to align all the lines, the vertical lines, because that is the dominant lines, as you can see in this photo. And then after that, put this into black and white. You see the preset. Okay, I'm going to add grains. I'm also going to reduce the highlight. Since our subject is over here, the eyes of the person who's looking at our photo tends to look at over here, which is the highlight. Okay, so we are going to reduce that tone. Okay, now since we were able to bring down our highlights, the eyes of our viewers will not be focusing more on the light. So for the shadow, let's light our shadow. Okay, for this photo, as you can see, our subject is at the middle. I want to bring him at this line over here, so we are going to crop this photo. So we are making use of the rule of thirds. Alright, there you go. As you can see, we were able to add a little bit of drama by just cropping our photos on the frame. Okay, so that's it for today. If you want to look at, or if you want to see the other photos in better resolution, so I will be uploading all the photos that we took on Flickr, so that you will be able to see the better resolutions of all of this photo. So I hope to see you again on our next vlog, and that will be all for now, guys, and see you again on the next one. Bye bye.